The doorbell rang like a gunshot in the quiet of my suburban Chicago home, shattering the fragile peace I'd built over years of single motherhood. I opened the door to find Amelia standing there, her blue eyes wide with shock, holding a crumpled note from my daughter Lily that read, "I want Amelia to be my stepmom because she makes you smile like Dad never did." My heart stopped as the words sank in, exposing the secret glances and lingering touches I'd buried deep, forcing me to confront a truth that could destroy everything. I slammed the door shut behind her, my hands trembling as I leaned against it, the wood cool against my back. "What the hell is this, Amelia?" I whispered harshly, my voice barely above a breath, afraid Lily might hear from her room upstairs. Amelia's face flushed, her short blonde hair tousled from the wind, and she stepped closer, her presence filling the hallway like an unspoken storm. "I didn't know, Harper. Lily must have. She must have seen something," Amelia stammered, her eyes searching mine for denial, but finding only the raw panic I'd hidden for months. We'd met at the PDA meetings, me, the overworked architect juggling deadlines and diaper changes since my husband left 5 years ago, and her, the charismatic art teacher at Lily's school, single and unapologetically herself. Our conversation started innocently, about lesson plans and playdates, but soon they stretched into late-night texts about dreams and regrets, each one pulling me deeper into a vortex I knew was dangerous. Why did it have to be her? I thought, my mind racing through the what-ifs. Lily was only 8, too young to understand the implications, but perceptive enough to notice how my laughter came easier around Amelia, how I'd linger at school drop-offs just to catch a glimpse of her smile. Society's eyes were everywhere in our tight-knit neighborhood, whispers about those kinds of women, judgmental stares from other parents. And my family, my conservative parents back in Ohio, would disown me if they knew. Yet here I was, heart pounding, not from fear alone, but from the electric pull toward her. Amelia reached out, her fingers brushing my arm, sending a jolt through me. "Harper, we need to talk about this. Ignoring it won't make it go away." Her voice was steady, but I could see the turmoil in her eyes, the same conflict mirroring my own. She was out, proudly lesbian since college, but I was the straight widow, or so everyone thought. The label had been my shield, protecting Lily from more upheaval. But now, with that note in her hand, the shield cracked. I pulled away, pacing the living room, the carpet muffling my frantic steps. "Talk? What is there to say? This is insane. Lily's just a kid. She doesn't know what she's asking." But deep down I knew she did. Last week at the school art fair, Lily had tugged Amelia's hand toward mine, giggling about family portraits. I'd laughed it off, but the warmth in Amelia's gaze had lingered, haunting my dreams. Dreams where I wasn't alone, where touch wasn't a memory but a reality. My thoughts spiraled. What if I gave in? What would it cost? Lily deserved stability, not scandal. My career, designing eco-friendly homes for upscale clients, thrived on my wholesome image. One rumor and it could crumble. And Amelia? She had her own battles, fighting for inclusive curricula against school board pushback. Getting involved with a parent could jeopardize her job. Yet, as she stood there, vulnerable yet resolute, I felt the walls closing in. "Maybe we should just pretend this never happened," I said, but my voice betrayed me, cracking with unspoken longing. Amelia shook her head, stepping closer again. "Pretending is what got us here, Harper. I've seen the way you look at me. And God help me, I feel it too." The admission hung in the air, thick and undeniable. I sank onto the couch, burying my face in my hands. How had it come to this? A simple friendship twisted into something profound, threatening to upend my carefully constructed life. Lily's innocent wish wasn't just a child's fantasy. It was a mirror to my suppressed desires, forcing me to choose between safety and truth. That night, after Amelia left with promises to think it over, I lay awake, staring at the ceiling. The house felt emptier than ever, the silence mocking my isolation. I thought of my marriage to Tom, arranged by expectations, ended by his affair. Had I ever truly loved him? Or was it just the path laid out for me? Amelia made me question everything, her vibrancy awakening parts of me I'd long ignored. The next morning, Lily bounced into the kitchen, oblivious to the storm she'd unleashed. "Mom, can Amelia come over for dinner? She's the best." Her eyes sparkled with hope, and my heart ached. "We'll see, sweetie," I replied, forcing a smile. But inside, the conflict raged. Protect her from the world's cruelty, or show her that love defies labels. At work, deadlines loomed, but my mind wandered. Colleagues chatted about weekend plans. Heteronormative bliss that once comforted me but now felt suffocating. During lunch, I scrolled through old photos. Tom and me at our wedding, forced grins. Lily's birth, pure joy. And recent ones with Amelia at school events, where my smiles were genuine. By afternoon, a text from Amelia. We can't ignore this. Meet me after school. My fingers hovered over the reply. Saying yes meant stepping into the unknown. Risking judgment from friends, family, society. Saying no meant burying a part of myself forever. I typed yes. My pulse racing, knowing this decision could shatter or rebuild me. Picking up Lily, I spotted Amelia across the playground. Her white top glowing in the sun. Her laugh carrying over the chatter. Our eyes met, and in that moment the world narrowed to just us. But as I approached, Mrs. Jenkins, the nosy PTA president, sidled up. Harper dear, I've heard rumors about Miss Rossi. You know, her lifestyle. Be careful who Lily idolizes. The word stung, a preview of the battles ahead. I nodded politely, but inside defiance stirred. Why should love be policed? Yet doubt crept in. Was I ready for the fallout? For Lily's sake, could I afford not to be? That evening, over coffee at a quiet cafe, Amelia and I laid it bare. I've never felt this way about anyone, she confessed, her hand covering mine. But I won't push you into something you're not ready for. Her honesty pierced me, highlighting my own cowardice. I'm terrified, I admitted. Of losing Lily, of what people will say. But mostly of regretting not trying. We talked for hours, dissecting our fears. Her past heartbreaks from unaccepting partners, my internalized shame from a religious upbringing. Each revelation drew us closer, the tension building like a storm on the horizon. As we parted, a chaste hug lingered too long, igniting sparks I couldn't extinguish. Back home, tucking Lily in, she whispered, Mom, do you like Amelia? Like. I froze, then smiled softly. She's a good friend, baby. But the lie tasted bitter, fueling my resolve to face the truth, whatever the cost. The days blurred into a whirlwind of stolen moments. Brushed hands at school, meaningful glances over parent-teacher conferences. But the pressure mounted. My sister called, sensing something off. Harper, you're acting strange. Is there a man? Her assumption grated, reminding me of the family's expectations. One night alone I journaled my turmoil. Am I gay? B? Does it matter? The labels terrified me, but the feelings for Amelia were real, raw, undeniable. She challenged me to be authentic, but authenticity came with a price tag I wasn't sure I could pay. Then came the first confrontation. At a family barbecue my parents visited, their conservative views on full display. That teacher of Lily's, I've read about those agendas in schools, Dad grumbled. I defended her mildly, but inside anger boiled. How could I introduce Amelia as more without igniting war? Amelia sensed my withdrawal, confronting me at the park. Are you ashamed of me? Of us? Her voice cracked, vulnerability exposed. No, I insisted. I'm ashamed of hiding. But words were cheap. Actions would define us. As the sun set, we shared our first kiss, tentative, electric, a promise amid chaos. But guilt flooded me. What about Lily? Society? The kiss was a line crossed, no turning back. The kiss lingered in my mind like a forbidden echo, replaying during sleepless nights as I weighed the consequences. Lily's school project on family forced the issue. She drew us three together, labeling it my happy home. When I saw it, tears welled, innocence clashing with my brewing storm. Amelia and I met secretly now, in hidden corners of the city. A dimly lit bookstore where we'd discuss literature that mirrored our struggles, or a quiet trail where words flowed freely. I came out at 22, she shared one afternoon, her eyes distant. Lost friends, family support. But it freed me. Her story inspired yet intimidated. My closet felt safer, but increasingly claustrophobic. Internally I battled. Was this love worth the risk? Memories of Tom's betrayal resurfaced. He left for a younger woman, shattering my trust. Amelia was different, her affection genuine, but doubt whispered, what if she tires of my hesitation? At work, a big project demanded focus, but distractions mounted. A colleague, sensing my distraction, joked, "Got a new beau?" I laughed it off, but the lie gnawed at me. Authenticity in design, creating spaces that reflected true selves, mocked my personal hypocrisy. Then the first crack appeared. Lily's best friend, Mia, overheard us on a call. "Is Miss Rossi your girlfriend?" Lily asked innocently at dinner. I choked on my water, stammering, "No, honey, just friends." But her skeptical look pierced me. Lying to her felt like betrayal, eroding the trust I'd built. Amelia pushed for more. "We can't live in shadows forever, Harper. What are we doing?" Her frustration mounted during a heated whisper argument in her car. "I want all of you, not scraps." I snapped back. "It's not that simple. I have a child to protect." The words hung heavy, highlighting our divide. Her freedom versus my responsibilities. That night, alone, my thoughts raced. Sacrifice my emerging self for Lily's stability? Or model courage, risking her world? The moral quandary tore at me. Right and wrong blurred in shades of gray. Family pressure escalated. Mom called, inviting us to Ohio for Thanksgiving. "Bring a date if you have one," she teased, assuming a man. The assumption fueled my anger, but confessing felt impossible. "Maybe," I hedged, imagining the shock if I brought Amelia. Meanwhile, societal whispers grew. At a school board meeting, parents rallied against progressive teachings, targeting Amelia's inclusive art classes. "We don't want that influence on our kids," one shouted. I sat silent, cowardice burning, as Amelia defended herself eloquently. Afterward, she confided, "It hurts, but I won't hide who I am." Her strength shamed me. Our relationship deepened despite the tension. Stolen weekends, Lily with a sitter allowed vulnerability. "I love you," Amelia whispered one evening, her words a bomb and a blade. I reciprocated, but fear tempered joy. What price for this happiness? Betrayal struck unexpectedly. My best friend, Sarah, confronted me after spotting us at a cafe. "Harper, are you with her?" Her tone dripped disapproval. "Think about Lily. This isn't you." The judgment stung, echoing my inner doubts. "You don't know me," I retorted, but her words seeded paranoia. Internally, I questioned, am I selfish? Prioritizing my heart over Lily's normalcy? Ethical dilemmas plagued me. Was love justification for potential harm? The turning point came at Lily's birthday party. Amelia attended as friend, but Lily's excitement betrayed us. "You're like my other mom," she exclaimed to guests. Gasps followed and whispers spread. My parents, via video call, frowned. Panic surged. I pulled Amelia aside. "This is too much. We need space." Hurt flashed in her eyes. Space? Or an out? She left early, leaving me hollow. That night, Lily asked, "Did I do something wrong?" Her tears broke me. "No, baby. It's grown-up stuff." But the damage was done, my indecision wounding those I loved. Reconciliation attempts faltered. Texts went unanswered, amplifying my isolation. Work suffered. A design flaw cost a client, mirroring my life's disarray. "Get it together," my boss warned, unaware of the turmoil. Finally, I drove to Amelia's apartment, rain pounding like my heart. "I can't lose you," I pleaded at her door. She let me in, eyes weary, then stopped pushing me away. We talked till dawn, dissecting fears. Her abandonment issues, my perfectionism. Dawn brought tentative hope, but shadows lingered. Society's grip tightened. A local news story on LGBTQ+ influences in schools featured anonymous complaints about Amelia. "It's me thereafter," she sighed. Defending her meant outing myself. A choice fraught with peril. My family's visit loomed. "We're excited to see you," Dad emailed, attaching articles on traditional values. The irony burned. Their love conditional on conformity. In quiet moments, I reflected. Love shouldn't require sacrifice, yet it did. Was the fight worth it? Amelia's touch said yes, but doubt persisted. A pivotal decision. Invite Amelia to Thanksgiving as friend. Testing waters. She agreed warily. If it blows up, we face it together. Her solidarity bolstered me, but anxiety gnawed. En route to Ohio, Lily chattered excitedly. "Amelia's coming. Yay!" Her joy contrasted my dread. At the airport, Amelia's hug grounded me. "We got this," she whispered. Arrival brought tension. Mom's hug felt probing. "Who's this?" she asked Amelia. "A friend from school," I lied, guilt twisting. Dinner conversations skirted safe topics, but Dad's Fox News rants on family erosion hit home. Alone with Mom, she pressed. "Something's off, Harper. Talk to me." Tears came unbidden. "I'm seeing someone. A woman." The confession hung, her face paling. "Oh, honey. No." Disappointment crushed me. The fallout began. Dad overheard, exploding. "This is unnatural. Think of Lily." Shouts echoed, Amelia defending us. Love is love. But their rejection cut deep, echoing societal scorn. We left early, the drive silent save Lily's questions. "Why are Grandma and Grandpa mad?" Explaining broke my heart. They don't understand yet. But did I? Back home, repercussions mounted. Sarah distanced herself, school parents gossiped. Amelia's job hung by a thread. "Worth it?" I asked her. "For you, yes." Her faith challenged my wavering. Internally, the price tallied. Lost friendships, family rift, potential custody battles if Tom resurfaced. Yet, in Amelia's arms, peace flickered. The rift with my family widened like a chasm. Phone calls going unanswered. Emails terse with disapproval. "We love you, but we can't condone this," Mom wrote, her words a dagger disguised as concern. I stared at the screen, tears blurring the letters, wondering if their love had always been conditional. Amelia became my anchor, her apartment a sanctuary from the storm. "They'll come around," she assured, but doubt lingered in her voice. Her own family, estranged for years, offered no blueprint for reconciliation. "Sometimes you build your own," she said, her hand in mine a reminder of what we'd gained amid loss. Lily adapted surprisingly well, her child's resilience shining. "I like having two moms," she confided one night, snuggling close. But school taunts began. "Your mom's weird," forcing hard conversations. "People fear what they don't know," I explained, masking my own pain. Protecting her meant confronting my fears head-on. Work provided distraction, but bias crept in. A client, hearing rumors, pulled out. "We prefer traditional partners." The loss stung financially and emotionally, questioning my worth beyond labels. "Fight it," Amelia urged. "Sue if needed." But exhaustion weighed. Was visibility worth the battle? Societal pressures amplified. Pride events beckoned, but I hesitated, fearing exposure. Amelia attended alone, returning invigorated. "You should come next time." Her invitation tempted, but internalized shame held me back. "I'm not ready," I admitted, guilt gnawing. A moral crossroads emerged. Hide for safety or embrace for authenticity. The choice echoed in daily decisions, holding hands in public, introducing her as partner. Each step forward invited backlash, but retreat felt like self-betrayal. Betrayal hit closer. Tom called, hearing through grapevine. "You're confusing Lily. I want custody." His threat terrified, dredging old wounds. "You left us," I shouted. But his lawyer's letter arrived, citing unstable environment. Panic surged. Losing Lily was unthinkable. Amelia stood firm. "We'll fight together." We hired an attorney, delving into affidavits and court prep. The process exposed vulnerabilities, my depression post-divorce, her activism history. "They'll paint us as unfit," the lawyer warned. Doubt crept. Had my choices endangered Lily? Nights brought tormenting thoughts. Sacrifice love for custody? Or risk all for family redefinition? Ethics blurred. Parental duty versus personal fulfillment. Support came unexpectedly. A few PDA parents rallied, forming an ally group. "You're not alone," one said. Their kindness bolstered, countering isolation. But family silence persisted. At Christmas, no invites came. We created our own traditions, tree decorating with Amelia's art flair. Lily's laughter healed, but absence ached. A turning point. Amelia's job review. Accusations of inappropriate influence surfaced, tied to our relationship. "Resign or fight," the principal offered. She chose fight, testifying passionately. I attended, speaking up. "She's an amazing teacher and person." My public stand liberated but invited scrutiny. Post-hearing, we celebrated quietly. "Proud of you," she whispered. Intimacy deepened, not physical but emotional. sharing dreams of a future together. Yet Tom's custody suit loomed. Mediation sessions were brutal, his accusations flying, exposing her to that lifestyle. I countered. Love isn't harmful. The mediator noted Lily's well-being, but uncertainty lingered. Internally, the toll mounted. Sleepless nights, anxiety attacks. Am I strong enough? I questioned. Amelia's support wavered under strain. I love you, but this is hard. Her honesty scared me. Could love survive? A dramatic confrontation. Tom at my door demanding to see Lily. This ends now. Words escalated, Amelia intervening. Leave or I'll call police. His retreat felt victorious but temporary. Court day approached, nerves frayed. Testimonies poured. Teachers praising my parenting, psychologists affirming Lily's adjustment. Tom's case weakened but judgment day loomed. In waiting, reflections surged. Choices defined us. Mine led here, a tapestry of pain and growth. Right or wrong? Debatable but irreversible. The judge ruled in my favor, citing stability. Relief flooded but victory bittersweet. Tom's alienation deepened family fractures. Post-trial, Amelia and I recommitted. Through fire, she vowed. But scars remain, trust fragile. Society's evolution offered hope. Local laws protected, communities grew. Yet personal battles persisted. A family olive branch, mom's call. I miss Lily. Can we talk? Tentative reconciliation began. Boundaries set. A spring bloomed, so did we. Lily's school play featured us as family, applause drowning doubts. But undercurrents stirred. Amelia's promotion offer in another state. Come with me. The question forced reevaluation. Uproot Lily for love? Debate ensued. Stability versus adventure. We fought so much, why more change? I argued. She countered. Growth requires it. The decision weighed, echoing past dilemmas. Choose her, risk Lily's roots. Stay, risk resentment. In quiet, I pondered. Love demands sacrifice, but how much? The promotion dangled like a double-edged sword, promising Amelia career advancement, but demanding relocation to Seattle. It's a fresh start, she argued over dinner, her eyes pleading. I stared at my plate, fork idle, the idea churning my stomach. Uprooting Lily from friends, school, the only home she'd known, was it fair? Internally, conflict raged. Support her dreams or prioritize stability? Past choices haunted, each yes to us cost something dear. What about us? I whispered later, lying beside her. We'll make it work, she assured, but distance loomed ominous. Lily's reaction. Seattle? Cool rain and coffee. Her enthusiasm masked fears, revealed in bedtime worries. Will I see Grandma? The question pierced, reminding of fragile family ties. Societal factors weighed. Progressive Seattle versus conservative Chicago suburbs. Acceptance there tempted, but abandoning roots felt like defeat. Moral quandary deepened. Selfish to hold her back? Or responsible to stay? Debates turned heated. You're clipping my wings, Amelia accused. You're asking too much, I retorted. Cracks appeared, intimacy strained. A betrayal surfaced. Amelia confided in a friend about doubts. The friend mutual told me. She said she's tired of fighting. Hurt exploded. How could you? I confronted. Tears flowed. I'm scared too. Vulnerability bridged but trust bruised. Family input. Mom thawing advised caution. Think of Lily first. Her words echoed my mantra but grated, implying my love secondary. Work complicated, my firm offered partnership anchoring me. Accept, solidify career, decline, follow heart? Choices mirrored life's irony. A pivotal moment. Lily's breakdown at school, bullying intensified. They say we're freaks. Rage surged. I marched to the principal demanding action. Protect all families, I insisted. The stand empowered but highlighted vulnerabilities. Amelia's deadline neared. Decide soon, her boss pressed. Pressure mounted, nights sleepless. Thoughts spiraled. Lose her or lose myself? Reconciliation attempt. Weekend getaway, just us. Conversations peeled layers. Her ambition born from past rejections, my caution from abandonment. We complement, she said. Hope flickered. But reality intruded. Tom's renewed contact, offering normalcy for Lily. Temptation whispered, return to facade? Repulsive, yet considered in desperation. Ethical storm. Betray self for ease? No, but the pull terrified. Decision crystallized during a storm. Power out we huddled. Lily. I want us happy. Her words clarified, family was us three. I'll go, I told Amelia. Joy lit her face but sacrifices loomed. Sell house, quit job, rebuild. Packing unearthed memories. Wedding photos tossed. New ones with Amelia, cherished. Transition bittersweet. Family reaction. Dad silent, mom tearful. We'll visit. Progress hard won. Move day chaos emotions high. Lily excited, me anxious. Seattle greeted with rain, fresh slate. New beginnings. Amelia thrived, I freelanced. Lily adjusted, making friends. But challenges arose, homesickness, cultural shifts. A new conflict. Amelia's long hours strained us. You're distant, I accused. Building our future, she defended. Resentment brewed. Internal monologue. Did I choose wrong? Doubt festered. Turning point. Couples therapy. Communicate, the counselor urged. Sessions unearthed buried issues. My fear of loss, her of stagnation. Growth painful but necessary. Society's embrace helped. Inclusive community, pride participation. I marched flag high liberation suite. But past shadows, Tom's visitation request. See Lily. Agreeing meant facing him, closure perhaps. Meeting tense. You've changed, he noted. For better, I replied. His acceptance surprised, easing burdens. As months passed, equilibrium formed. Lily flourished, a stronger. Yet a final twist. Amelia's ex resurfaced, offering friendship. Jealousy flared. Trust me, she pleaded. Testing faith, I chose yes. Reflection. Love's price. Constant negotiation but rewarding. Settling into Seattle brought unforeseen trials. The city's vibrant pulse contrasting our internal upheavals. Amelia's promotion demanded more. Her late nights leaving me to navigate Lily's adjustment alone. I miss Chicago, Lily confessed one rainy evening, her small voice echoing my unspoken regrets. I held her close, whispering assurances, but inside, the weight of my decision pressed like an unyielding fog. Why had I uprooted everything? The question haunted my solitary walks along the waterfront, where the sound of waves mocked my turmoil. Amelia's success was evident. Awards, recognition, but at what cost to us? Our conversations dwindled to logistics, passion replaced by fatigue. We need to reconnect, I suggested during a rare dinner, but her distracted nod only deepened the divide. Internally, the battle intensified. Had love blinded me to practicalities? Moral ambiguities surfaced. Prioritizing partnership over child's roots felt increasingly selfish. Therapy helped, but revelations stung. My codependency, her workaholism. Change or lose each other, the therapist warned. Societal integration offered solace. Joining a lesbian moms group connected me to stories mirroring ours, rejections, triumphs. You're brave, one woman said. But bravery felt like survival, not choice. A shocking confrontation. Amelia's boss at a work event flirted openly. Jealousy surged, unfounded but potent. Nothing happened, she insisted later, anger flashing. Your insecurity is suffocating. Words escalated to shouts. Lily overhearing. Stop fighting, she cried, fleeing to her room. The incident forced reckoning. I'm sorry, I admitted, tears streaming. Fear rules me. Amelia softened. Me too. Let's fix this. We recommitted, scheduling dates, prioritizing us. But family fractures persisted. A call from Mom. Dad's ill. Come home. The plea tugged, guilt compounding. Visit meant facing judgment anew. Go, Amelia encouraged. I'll join. Ohio revisited ghosts. Dad, weakened, grumbled but hugged Lily. Missed you, he admitted. Conversations tiptoed around us, but a breakthrough. I don't understand, but your family. Tears flowed, partial healing. Back in Seattle, momentum built. I landed a dream job, sustainable architecture firm. Balance restored, intimacy reignited. Yet a final betrayal. Lily's secret skipping school, influenced by bullies online. They say we're sinners. Heartbroken, I confronted. We define our worth. Therapy for her unveiled my oversights.
Moral reflection. Parenting amid prejudice demanded vigilance.
Right choices. Debatable but growth evident. High tension peaked at pride. A protester shouted slurs. Amelia stood firm. I joined. Empowerment surged but fear lingered. As summer waned, stability emerged. Lily thrived, us united. In quiet I pondered the journey. Shocks, sacrifices, awakenings. Love's path, fraught with debates. Was uprooting our lives for love ultimately the right choice, or a selfish gamble that risked too much? The question lingered in my mind as I watched Lily play in the park, her laughter a balm to past wounds. Amelia sat beside me, hand in mind, the simple act now natural, unburdened by secrecy. But memories flooded. The initial shock of Lily's note, the family explosions, the custody fears, the move's uncertainties. Each step a choice laced with controversy, challenging norms and ethics. Internally I dissected. Society's progress masked persistent biases. Subtle exclusions at work, lingering stares. Had we advanced or merely survived? Amelia's optimism clashed with my realism. We're paving ways, she said. But for whom? Lily's generation, perhaps. A new dilemma arose. Amelia wanted to marry. Make it official. Joy mixed with terror. Public declaration invited scrutiny. Yes, I agreed, but preparation stirred old doubts. Invites to family? Friends lost? Wedding planning exposed rifts. Sarah, once close, declined. Can't support. Hurt but expected. Mom attended hesitantly, Dad absent. The ceremony, intimate, overflowed with emotion. Vows promising endurance amid adversity. Honeymoon brief, reality resumed. Lily's teen years loomed, questions inevitable. How did you know? She'd ask. Truth, gradually, painfully. Reflection deepened. Love's price, betrayals endured, awakenings earned. Debatable decisions shaped us. As years hinted at passing, contentment settled. But the core query persisted, inviting debate. Was pursuing this love, despite the societal and familial backlash, a moral victory or a reckless endangerment of innocence? No, refined to one question. In the end, after all the drama and decisions, one must ask, was defying conventions for personal happiness ethically justifiable when it imperiled a child's security?